I am content with the role that God has for me. I don't need to think more of myself than God has planned for me. On the other hand, I certainly don't think less of myself than God has planned. John's got a very important role, but it's not the leading role. It's not the Messiah. He's the best man. He's the friend of the bridegroom. He is the herald. He is the forerunner of the Messiah. And therefore, because he is content, he's not just content, he's joyful. He found his place in life. We all need to find our place in God's plan and program. You know, there are wonderful tracts we're all familiar with that kick off, with, hey, God's got a wonderful plan for your life. I don't know that it always appears wonderful on our end of the spectrum, but it certainly has a plan for your life. It may seem wonderful, it may seem less than wonderful, but it has a plan for all of our lives. And the key is learning from John that whether your role is large, small, or somewhere in between, that we find joy, that our joy has been made full to overflow. When I have a full cup, when I go to the drive-in, not the movie, there's no more drive-in movies, there's only one within a 40-mile radius. But when I go to the drive-in fast food, I have a standing order everywhere I go. I like a large, unsweet, which is a stupid name for a tea with no sweetness, right? I don't know how the default for tea in Texas is sweet, right? You have to actually ask for unsweet, non-sweet. No, it's not even called diet because it's the default, it's the actual default aspect of what tea is, right? But nonetheless, coming from New York, I had a lot to learn in ordering tea. And one of the other things that I had to learn when it came to ordering tea is that you really need, if you do not specify the percentage of ice to liquid in the cup, you will have a cup of ice in Texas with a little bit of liquid connecting all the ice cubes. I don't like that. If I'm going to pay $2 for a large tea, I want tea, not ice. I can make ice on my own, right? So I always have to say, and it's an amazing thing because it's like they've never heard this request before. I would like a large unsweet tea. They say a sweet tea. No, unsweet, a diet tea. I'd like an unsweet tea with just a little bit of ice. Oh, you'd like large tea with ice? No, a little bit. Easy. And now I've learned the key words to say, and super easy ice. That's finally the formula that will get me a small amount of ice, okay, when it comes to, because when I drink my tea, I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. I'm not giving you fast food confessions right here. As a point to what I'm saying, when I drink my tea, I want my cup to be full. And if my cup of tea is full, then I have joy. Now, you know when the cup of tea is really full and they've done their job, because when you put it in the cup holder, you take it from the window, you put it in the cup holder, and then you insert the straw. That's the moment of truth. The moment of truth, you insert the straw in. If the act of puncturing the plastic to get the straw in, if that pushes tea up onto the top of the cup, it means the cup was full. And then I have to quickly go, and so otherwise it's going to fall on my lap, right? And you drip all over me. But my cup is full, and therefore my joy is complete. That's what John is saying. Jesus completes John's cup. It fills his cup, and his joy is full. And point being, he, Yeshua, he must increase. And commensurately with his, it is a zero-sum game when it comes to forerunner and Messiah. The Messiah must increase. The forerunner, by definition, he's not the end runner. He's not the mid runner. He's the one who comes before. He must decrease. So the trajectories of their ministries are God ordained.